So the 3 classes in this week, we'll be working on arm balances. And the first arm balance that we'll work on is Bakasana. Bakasana, which means crane pose. So just like a crane, if you imagine a crane with long, slender legs, which basically becomes your arms. Your arms are the long, slender legs, and you're supporting your body weight on your arms and pushing from the shoulders. Now, this is one of the most elementary arm balance. And if we work on this, creating a solid Bakasana, then we can use those techniques for any other arm balance also, for any other more advanced arm balances. There's a pose called Bakasana and there's a pose called Kakasana. Mostly in the classes, generally, like all my old students would know, we work on Kakasana as well. Kakasana is crow pose, which is definitely, crow is closer to the earth, right? As compared to crane. So I'll show you the difference between these 2 poses. Working towards crow pose can help us to build the strength to go into crane pose. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin the practice. You can join your palms together at the heart center. Close your eyes. Just settle down completely. And taking a deep breath in, let's initiate the practice with the sound of Om. Om. Slowly with next exhale, drop your hands down. Keep your eyes closed for some time. Allow your mind to become absolutely clear, empty. Continue to focus on your body, on your breath. And slowly from here, begin to blink your eyes open. So crow pose is all about pushing from the shoulders into the earth, lifting your body up. Okay, pushing from the shoulders, your hands into the mat using your shoulders, and lifting your body up using your core. Okay, so core plays a very important role here. So first we're going to do warm up of the wrists because the weight comes on the wrist. So let's just extend the hands in front of ourselves, make a fist and rotate. Just a simple one. And then in the other direction. Slowly release. Take your hands by your side. We'll warm up the shoulders as well. Extend your hands out wide and then start to make circles. Yep. And then in the other direction. Continue to breathe normally. Few more times. Maybe a little faster. We are aiming at warming up our shoulders. And then rest your hands down. Just take a moment. Notice how you feel in the neck, shoulders, feeling a bit warm there. And now we're going to be making circles with the shoulders, okay? So for that, I think we can come onto our knees, or you can stand and just simple shoulder circles. Taking your hand forward, back, down. And for this also, you can really pick up the pace. And in the other direction. Awesome. Coming onto the mat, first of all, how we place the hand is index finger towards the front of the mat, like this. Rest of the fingers are out. So you create a web with your hands like this on the mat. Wrist under the shoulders always. And then try to grip the mat as if you're trying to, your hands are claws, and literally like pulling that mat up with your hands, digging your fingertips into the mat. So your fingertips and this part of your palm, rest of the palm stays on the floor. Yeah. So keeping your hand on the floor, grip the mat as if you're literally pulling that up. When we do Tadasana, if you remember, like I always tell that, press your feet down, lifting that energy up. So you as if you're trying to lift that energy up through your hands. And now from here, let's begin to rock our shoulders forward and back. Forward and back. Do this. You'll start to notice that you're feeling some stretch in the wrist. Especially when you do Bakasana, crane pose with straight arms. This is the movement that happens in the shoulders. You pitch the shoulders forward and you create an angle with the wrist like this. Couple of more times, forward and back. Great. Come back to the center. And now start to walk your hands, lifting from the shoulders. Don't bend your elbows. Lift from the shoulders, just continue to walk, walk, walk. And when you walk, first your hands will be facing forward. Continue to walk, walk, walk. Start to face your fingers out. Continue to walk, walk, walk. Fingers towards your knees. Okay, so just like that, making these semicircles with your hands. Continue to walk. Transfer the weight from one hand to the other. Fingers towards your knees and then walk back. Walk back, fingers pointing forward. One more time. To the side and back. And then back to the side and front, forward. Everyone back to the center. Then point your fingers out to the longer edges of the mat and join your wrists together. So joining the wrists together, fingers pointing to the sides, rock yourself from left to right. So it'll be like this. Okay, come back to the center. Right hand pointing forward, left hand just flip your palm. Flip your palm, palm facing up, fingers pointing towards the knee. Only the left hand, like this, and the right hand is in neutral position, pointing forward, okay? Now from here, just transfer the weight a little bit back. So moving your shoulders back and then front again, back and front. You can decide how much weight you want to put on your left hand. Maybe take more weight in your right. If you're feeling comfortable in the wrist, you can transfer more weight in your left hand. Just continue to move back and forth. Then flip your palm, left hand forward, right hand back. And just do the same thing. Move the shoulders back and forward. Some of you might feel quite comfortable in this. Maybe the wrist joint is flexible and the forearm is flexible. Sometimes it may not really feel very comfortable. So whatever it is, we're just trying to warm up the wrist, warm up our forearms. Great. Coming back to the center. And now from here, let's hold on to this position, tabletop position, pushing from the shoulders. Let's try to push from the shoulders and draw the belly in. So when we do flexion of the spine, flexion is this movement of the spine active flexion comes from the core. So when you're squeezing the core muscles, your back becomes actively rounded, which is the opposite if you're doing arching the back. When you arch the back, which is extension of the spine, actively, you're engaging your back muscles. And then you do active flexion, you're engaging your core. So in Bakasana, we have a rounded back. So we engage the core, squeeze it in, and allow the back to become round, okay? So over here also, tabletop position, push from the shoulders and squeeze the belly in to round your back. Hold this position, actively pulling the belly in. Start to feel some fire in the core. 2. Very nice, Aditi. 3. And imagine that you're trying to push your body weight away from the floor actively. 4 and 5. Relax, come back to the neutral. We'll do this one more time. Push from your hands, draw the belly in, round your back. And this time, bring the right knee into the chest. Right knee into the chest, point your right foot. Yep. Think of bringing the knee close into the chest. 2, 3, very nice, Prajakta. 4 and 5. Rest your right knee down without losing the control of your core. Begin to bring the left knee into the chest. For 1, see if you can touch the nose to your knee. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relax. Back to the center. Let's take cat and cow here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Come back to the center, wrist under the shoulders, step your right foot back, left foot back. Let's hold the plank. But again, we'll try to hold an active plank. So pushing from the shoulders, drawing the belly in. So your hips don't rise up, but your middle and your upper back rise up, okay? Like this. Hips stay low. Hips stay low and your middle and your upper back rise up. Stay there for 1, 2, back rounded, Ranjana. 3, Nidhi, just the opposite of what you're doing. You are letting your hips go like that. There's a lot of arch in your lower back. We do cat and cow movement, right? It's the same movement. We do cat and then whatever, whichever one is cat and cow, but try to push like this and round your back completely. Okay, relax everyone. Relax, back to the center. And now we're going to be doing an active one, just like how we did tabletop. So pushing from the shoulders, drawing the belly in, allow the hips to relax and bring the right knee into the chest. Hold it in. Think of touching your knee to the nose. 2. Nice, Nidhi. 3, very nice, Ritu. 4, right leg back, left knee into the chest. 1, hips stay low. 2, 3, 4, good, stay there, keep breathing. And 5, let's relax and rest in child's pose. Completely let go, soften the shoulders. Soften your back and the belly. Keep your eyes closed. Let's stay here for one more deep inhale. With this breath, you feel energized, and a deep exhale. Feeling the tiredness leaving your body. Begin to lift up, coming into the forearms. Keep your forearms. The rules are the same. Whenever your shoulder is in line with your elbow, or if your hand is like that, then in the line with the wrist, the force goes down the floor in a straight line. So always elbows under the shoulders, forearms on the floor. Let's step back, forearm plank. Again, try to draw the belly in strongly. Push from the shoulders for 1, neck neutral. 2, 3, 4, right knee to the chest. Hold it in. See if you can touch the knee right on the forearm. Sorry, not the forearm, the upper arm, the tricep. Stay there. 2, 3, right knee back, left knee into the left tricep. Left knee into the left tricep. Kanika, bring the knee closer forward for 1, 2, 3. Keep pushing. Very nice, Aditi. Nice, Divya. 4 and 5. Step back, plank, forearm plank. And now from here, we can take a baby crow. We can walk. Try to bring your knee close into the armpit. Tip your weight forward and lift your toes up. It's just like literally transfer of the weight. It's a balance, right? So you're balancing your body weight. So tip your weight forward and try to point your toes, lift your toes off. But your knees should be close into the armpit. Give it a try. We won't spend too much time here, but just give it a try. Aditi, don't look down. Look between your hands on the mat. Don't look down. Yes, forward. Shoulders go forward. Very nice, Durya. Lift your toes up. Stay there for 1, Prajakta. Lift the other one also. 2. Continue to push your hands. Runali, when you lift the other leg, don't allow the body weight to go down. Keep on pushing with your hands. 3. Yes, Bhavya?
I'm unable to put my knees under my armpit.
That's okay. I mean, this one actually requires a little bit of hip mobility also. So that's why I'm saying I won't be spending too much time here, but if you're able to bring the knees into the armpit, that is the first step to move towards Bakasana. Because in Bakasana, we need the knee in the armpit. Let's not spend too much time here. Just a simple way to understand how to transfer your body weight into your arms. Let's go back. Great. Coming back into plank. Breathe in, Chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana. And exhale, go back into Ardha Mukshanasana. Stretch it out. Then cross your legs and sit on the mat. Great. Now we'll be working and what you can call it as a seated crow, flying crow, or whatever like that, something like that. Basically, we're trying to create the shape of crow pose, crane pose in this position, okay? So the knees come into the chest and move your knees out. Toes together, okay? Toes together, start to lift and extend your hands forward. Notice how the knee come close into the armpit. So try to keep the knee close into the armpit by activating your core. If you're not activating the core, the knee may be very far away, but you have to really squeeze it in, bring it in. Toes are pointed, hands forward, just like how the crane pose would look like. Keep on pushing your hands forward. Stay there for 1, 2. Ranjana, try to keep your knees under the tricep, not outside. Under the tricep. 3, 4, and 5. Go all the way down, bringing the sacrum on the floor. Extend your hands for legs forward in hollow body for 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up again without losing your balance. Toes pointed, knees into the tricep for 1, 2, active. 3, no, not in and out, just hold that position. 4 and 5, hollow body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, last time, with balance, try to hold your toes together, knees under the tricep, pushing strongly with your hands. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hollow body. 1. Push the lower back into the floor, the sacrum on the floor. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross your legs, hands on the mat. Let's go back into plank. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Great. So we're just including a couple of drills for the core. Let's come back on the mat again. Back on the mat. What we'll do is hollow body tuck in. So hollow body position, knees into the chest, out and in. We'll move continuously, okay? So as you inhale, you extend the body, go into hollow body. Exhale, bring it all in together, knees into the chest. Like that, tuck in, okay? So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, strongly bring the knees in. 6, 7, 8. Feeling the burn in your core. 9 and 10. Awesome. Cross the legs, hands to your mat. Step back, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Awesome. Just sit on your toes. Sit on your toes in Vajrasana. And now we'll use blocks. Let's use blocks. And we need to understand, after firing up the core, we need to understand how to push from the shoulders. So this pushing action, there are 2 actions generally, which we can do with the shoulders. One is pulling action, which is when you're hanging and you're trying to do pull-ups from a bar, right? So that is a pulling action. And one is pushing action, which we generally do in a lot of like yoga poses, arm balances. Actually, we use a lot of pushing strength in yoga arm balances, okay? So we'll understand how to do that. It comes from your trapeziums, all the muscles around your shoulder girdles. So take your blocks, place them by your side. You can keep your toes crossed like this. Cross your toes. Cross your ankles, sorry, not toes. And we'll try to lift up, okay? This position is called Tolasana. First, we'll try to lift by moving your knees into the chest and only lifting up like this. And then relax. Keep your toes pointing back. So you're not taking the weight of your body on your toes. Okay, just remember that. So push your hands into the floor, move your shoulders down, depressing the shoulders and lift up. Knees up and exhale. We'll hold knees up into the chest for 3 counts, okay? So let's start. Everyone, bring the knees in for 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 second. If 1 second, we'll just I'll just explain it once again. Hand your blocks by your side, hands on the block. You have to move your shoulders slightly forward to lift up. If you notice, my shoulders move forward, and this movement helps me to balance the weight, okay? So don't try to lift up with your straight arms, shoulders in the same position. Move your shoulders forward and then lift up and then come down, okay? And lift up, hold there for three counts, okay? And Nidhi, you're not sitting like this. You're not sitting like this. Sit on your toes. Like as if you're sitting in Vajrasana, okay? So let's start, get ready, hands on the block, push up. For 3, 2, push, 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 shoulders down. Stay there, Divya, hold that position. Don't just do it with movement. Yeah, nice, nice, Sanjana. Hold it for 3 breaths, come down and hold it again, okay? Very nice, Ranjani. Give it a try, Pradipta, let me see. Yeah, take a break with your wrists. Good. Very nice, Durya. Keep on pushing, Manali. Tanika, knees into chest. Bring the knees closer into the chest. Don't go down. Don't drop your head down. Don't take your neck down. Bring the knees up. Very nice, Aditi. One more. Give it a try, Divya. Hold it there. No, don't jump. Don't jump. Push to lift up. You're not jumping like this. We're not doing the hopping bird anymore. We're trying to bring that stability and strength in the shoulders to push the body weight up and down. Let's do it one more time. Push up. Hold that position. Very nice, Hina. For 1. Ankisha, move the shoulders down. Shoulders down. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, relax. Let's move the blocks out. Come on to our hands and knees. And okay, so let me just show you Bakasana first, which is the crow pose, and then you'll understand what are the elements that we need to put together for this pose. So in Bakasana, if you're coming in this position like this, the knees are outside, okay? The knees are outside and rested on the tricep over here. So knee is outside, all right? So bring the knee outside, take your hand position. The setup is your hands are shoulder width apart. Wrap your arms inside, don't let your elbows go out. Bring your elbows in and then slowly transfer the weight forward in your hands like this. Okay, so we'll use a block also to transfer the weight. So you transfer the weight, lift one leg, lift the other one. Notice how my elbows are, how my shoulders are. They're at 90 degrees. This is the same position that we come in Chaturanga Dandasana also, right? And slowly come down. So we'll be working on Chaturanga Dandasana right now. We'll do Chaturanga push-ups. So for that, you can come into the plank position or bring your knees down. With the knees down becomes easier, or you can do it from the plank position. What we'll do is we'll tip the weight forward, start to bend your elbows, but make sure your elbows are at 90 degrees and your elbows are not going out. They stay in close to the body and push the shoulder forward like this. Drop the shoulder down, okay? Don't do it this way. Do it this way. Take it forward, all right? So let's do it 10 times. Let's do Chaturanga push-ups 10 times, whether on your knees or not, but just make sure the movement is right. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, nice Ritu. 4, Nidhi, elbows are going out. Keep the elbows close to the body, touching. Bhavya, start. Good. That's good. Take small movements, but make sure the alignment is right. Very nice, Ranjani. So I'm so sorry, Ranjana. Good. Nice, Prajakta. Push, push, push. Nice. No, Sanjana, you're doing exactly what I was saying not to do. Don't just drop your face down like this. Your movement is happening like this. We don't want that. Forward and down. Then come back. Forward and down. Got it? Yeah, good. Nice. Push up, Turiya. Let's do Chaturanga push-ups. From this position also, just go down and up. Down and up. Okay? Take a rest if you have already done your 10 rounds. Take a rest. Give your forearms a massage like this. Massage your forearms. You can just rotate the wrist or actually use the other hand to just give your wrist a massage. Awesome. And now we're going to be doing, again, few more other movements and drills to work on that bent elbow strength. Okay, so let's come back into downward facing dog. I'll just show you what we'll do. We'll take a small step forward, come into a mini downward facing. Okay, mini downward facing. And start to bend your elbows, take your head down and then up, pike push up. All right. So from the front, I'll show you. Make sure your elbows don't go out. Keep your elbows in, take your head forward and push up. And let's see how it goes. Try not to transfer all the weight on the outer edges of your hands. Keep the weight on the inner edges of your palms as well. Just try to achieve 10 rounds in this. Even if, yeah, nice, Aditi. Even if you do small movement, that's fine. Very good. Bend your elbow. No. Divya? Divya? What you're doing is this. We bend the elbow and go down. Bend the elbow, go down and push up. Kanika, you're moving from downward facing to plank. You're not bending your elbow. What you are doing is this, coming back in plank and pushing back in downward facing. What we are doing is a mini downward facing. Push your head down, maybe touch the floor and then push up. Yep. Mrinali, instead of doing this, try to take your head either between your hands or maybe even forward. Okay, forward like this. Maybe you can take a block or two and try to touch your forehead on the block every time. So you can keep your block in front and see if your head touches the block and you come back. I think that would help you understand whether the movement is happening right. Good. Nice, Surya. Very good, Prajakta. Continue to breathe, push hard. Nidhi, don't collapse. Take some weight in your hands. Bhavya, what happened?
I've done 10 counts. That's all it.
Sorry?
I've done 10 counts.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes, Ankisha. No, don't bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Okay. So now let's begin to work towards Bakasana. We need to use blocks to transfer the weight. So your block becomes like your platform, this which gives you elevation to your body. Okay, so you can hop on the block. Bakasana, remember, knees are outside the hand itself. Okay, so knees are pointing out. Take your hands shoulder width apart And all these drills that we have worked on, moving your weight forward, you apply those drills. Make sure your elbows don't go out, keep them wrapped inside, and begin to transfer the weight, bending your elbows, lift one leg up, bring it down, lift the other one up, and maybe both the legs come up. So it's literally a small transfer of the weight and back, okay? If you're scared to fall forward, you can keep a cushion in front, and just to understand where the gaze point should be, don't look down, okay? Never look down, look forward. Look maybe a foot forward in front of your hand. So if your hands are here, try to look here on the mat. So this will allow you not to, just topple over. Gaze forward. Let's try. Ankisha, use a block. Are you on a block? Okay, yeah, cool. Very good, Hina. Bhavya, don't keep your hands so close. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Very good. Nice, Prajakta. Hold. When you come into the pose, don't think of going back. Just try to hold for 5 breaths. Okay? Good. Sanjana, hold. Very good. Hold, Ranjana. Continue to hold. Toes together, knees outside. Yeah, Mrinali.
Can you show once again?
Yeah. Should I show it from front or side? From front, I just want to make you understand that the knees are outside like this. Okay? Knees are outside. And if I show you from the side, hands shoulder width apart, knees outside, and try to bring your toes together. Slowly transfer the weight by bending the elbows. And see how my toes are actively pointing back, right? Keep your elbows bent and just stay here. And then slowly come down. Try also to grip the mat. So remember all these small things that we have been working till now. Grip the mat with your hands. Gives you a lot of stability. If you understand this movement, I remember for me, it was a breakthrough when I understood this movement in arm balances. Grip the mat, and your fingers become like your shockers. Even if you move a little ahead, your fingers, you know how to use them to bring your body weight back in balance. And then start to bring the knees into the chest. Keep the knees in towards the chest using the strength of your core. Knees out, rested on the triceps, and then move the body weight forward, bending your elbows. Divya, your hands are going out. If your hands go out, everything will collapse. So your shoulders need to have that integrity by moving your elbows in like this, the eye of the elbow pointing forward.
Shani, can you show once how to hold the toes together? Because when I'm putting my feet on the block, my toes are going like this and not like this.
That's okay. Once you lift yourselves up, your toes can come together.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Durya, can you try to straighten your elbows now? Come from Bakasana to Bakasana. Nice, Pranali. Hold it. That was good.
Shani, I feel like I'm unable to put my weight on my shoulders and wrist. I think that's when I'm unable to like move my toes
Sure.
up.
Don't think of moving the toes up, just think of moving the body weight forward in your hands. Show me once.
Sure.
Yeah, take it forward, elbows forward, very nice. Lift one foot up. Keep it up, point the toe. Just do it one at a time. And also see if everyone can see Nidhi, her back is like absolutely straight. And we don't want that. We want rounded back. I'll show you once again what it means like rounded back. You know, you round your back like this instead of keeping it flat. Okay. So those of you who felt comfortable in Bakasana can maybe work towards Bakasana. I'll just show you what is the difference. And then we'll keep working on it. If Bakasana is your, you still have to work towards it, then we'll work towards that. And if Bakasana is something that you are aiming for, then we'll work towards Bakasana. The difference is that in Bakasana, your knees are out, so your legs are rested on your arms. And the weight of your legs, your arms take the weight of your legs as well. In Bakasana, the knees go in towards the armpits like this. So I'll show you with the block. I'm saying this only if you're comfortable with Bakasana, then try Bakasana, okay? So first with the block, again, we'll use the block for elevation and keep your knees into the armpits like this. So this first movement, like we did in baby crow, this is required over here, which means you need to have some sort of little bit of hip mobility to bring the knees in comfortably. All right. Now in Bakasana, the whole body was down, next, very close to the floor. Even the hips were down. In Bakasana, just see what happens. Keeping your elbows straight, start to transfer the body weight forward. Notice the movement of the shoulders. This movement we did in one of the drills as well, right? Take it forward, lift one leg up and the other one. Okay, so now we're trying to, then legs are really not rested on the hands. Use the strength of your core to bring the knees in. It comes mostly from the activation of the core to keep the knees into the chest. And that is how the crane pose, which is Bakasana, is different from Bakasana. Crane is much higher, away from the floor. And in crow pose, you are much closer. The elbows are bent. So Durya, when I was trying to tell you that move from Bakasana to Bakasana, that's possible like this. Suppose you do a bent elbow pose and start to push a little more to make your elbow straight and go into crane.
In Bakasana, I cannot make my hands straight. How to do that?
What do you feel like? Do you feel it in the wrist?
No, I don't feel anything, but I just can't straighten them.
You just have to push. Try to enter the position like I told you with straight hands. First, just become comfortable with straight hands, and then later on work on the transition.
Shani, even for the Bakasana, when I do it, when I'm able to put weight on my wrist, I'm not able to like lift my lower body up like you were showing in Bakasana.
You don't have to lift your lower body up too much. Just maybe your angle of the elbow is not right. Maybe, so when you come into this position, the wrist and the elbow are in straight line. Okay. So maybe your elbow is still like this. And that is why you're not able to transfer the body weight forward.
Okay, let me try once more.
Yeah. Bhavya, can you keep your camera a little far away from you so I can see? Okay, let me just see everyone one at a time. Amrita.
Can I do Bakasana first, because Bakasana I am feeling
Yeah. Definitely go for it. Amrita, don't jump into it, okay? Jumping and balancing is very difficult, and slowly moving into something is easier to balance. It is an arm balance, so you're balancing your weight, right? So any quick movement is not really the ideal thing to do when you're balancing. Whenever you're balancing, try to make the transition very slowly, like how we were doing in the headstand. Transitioning slowly, first lifting one leg up, then just lifting the other one slowly. So similarly over here, do it very slowly. Don't jump. Lift one leg up and then the other one up. And don't think that you have to lift both the legs up every time, okay? Just work on lifting one leg up, bring it down, then lift the other one up. Bring it down. Stay in that position. Bring the foot down, not the position. Bring the foot down. Okay. So what I'm saying is, for you, what you can do is work on it like this. Move your body weight forward, one leg up, bring it down, other leg up, bring it down. Just do this much, okay? Hina? Nice. Keep breathing and keep looking at a point. Shani, I could do it for a few seconds. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
did just 1 second and I just felt badly then. I think I'm too scared right now to put weight.
Kanika, were you talking? Who fell?
I
Did you fall face first?
Yeah, I try once more.
Yeah, sure. And it's okay. Just like I was telling about headstand, like it's completely fine to fall here also. So that's why just keep a cushion in front of you. I remember I had a mark on my nose for very long once when I fell. So it's absolutely fine. The fear, like I think you should just get over the fear of falling. It's because it's fine. Like you're just like few inches away from the floor. So you don't be like scared of falling. And come over that fear of falling, and then you'll be able to transfer the weight even more easily. Ritu, can I see your pose from the side? Yeah, who was saying something? Yeah.
हाँ मम्मी वो धीरे धीरे करा रहे हैं वो बोल नहीं रही कि करो कोशिश तो कर कोशिश तो करनी पड़ेगी ना मम्मा ऐसे तो कोई भी चीज नहीं
Nice, very nice, Ritu. Take rest, Kanika. Take rest, give rest to your wrist, and then try it once again. Manali, just a little bit forward. Just, little bit forward, your weight goes, and then you'll be able to come up. Ranjana, just give a try of what you're doing. Actually, I had thought of all the twisting poses in the last session this week. But yeah, let me just see. Very good. Try to hold it for some time. In fact, the other pose that I was thinking of for all of you who are comfortable with Bakasana and Kakasana, working on one-legged crow pose. Galavasana. So Ranjana, yeah. I'm so sorry, Ranjana. I totally missed that. Did you do the pose? And Durya, like you sent that video now where the leg in this position. I think the more you start to lifting the body up comes from the core. Like I've been saying it again and again. So the more you draw the belly in, it's called Udyana Bandha. Udyana is to move the energy up, right? So the more you do that, your body starts to feel very light. That's why I'm saying round your back and engage your core. It might take some time to actually make sense because you have to understand it within yourself, right? When you draw the belly in, suddenly the body feels light. And even in Galavasana, like keeping your legs straight and higher, it can go really high up if you start to pull the belly in. Let's just give one more try. Whatever everyone is trying, give one more try, and then we call it a day. Very nice, Prajakta. Continue to hold. Everyone who is in the position, at least hold for 5 breaths. Good, good. Nunali, your knees are slipping down. Yeah?
Hey Shani, this is Prajakta. I think
Yeah,
I'm
Prajakta.
doing a mix of both because my knees
Yeah.
are on my arms, but I can't straighten my elbow
Elbows.
completely.
That's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I mean, will
Slowly.
it take time for my arms to be stronger? Like, what am I missing?
For it to become straight?
Yeah.
Actually, multiple things. One is your ankle mobility has to be so much that your shoulders can move forward and you still feel comfortable, right? Shoulders move forward. In Bakasana, the shoulders move forward and then the body weight that's how it's transferred. That's how it's balanced. So that wrist mobility, you have to push a little harder from your shoulders. You know, as if you're really pushing the mat away from you, keeping your elbows locked. Don't let it like bend. Keep your elbows locked. And most important here is your core strength. Because your knees, see, when you bend your elbow, your knee is supported on your hand. When you straighten, the knee doesn't have any place to rest. So you're holding the knee in, using the strength in your core.
I see.
You squeeze it so much that your knees stay up.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Shani, it worked for me for a few seconds, and it totally makes sense when you said to put that Udyana Bandha. So as I tucked my belly in, I could feel that my body was becoming light, and I think for only a second or two, I was able to pull myself up. But I think I just cannot stay there for long, or maybe because of this. I think the leggings were kind of like rubbing against my skin, and it was like giving me a burning sensation. So I wasn't able to keep my hands up. But it totally makes sense when you're when you told about the technique. So thank you.
Shani, I could hold it for like 3 to 4 seconds, but when I like put my core in and I suck my air in, it's actually easier to put the weight forward. So I'm going to practice it more, but I couldn't do it more than 3-4 seconds of holding the pose, and that took Kakasana, not even Bakasana.
No, Bakasana is like the first step, and obviously it's just the one first class for you, Kanika and Nidhi, especially like Kanish, Ankisha, who are in the beginner batch and now they're in intermediate. So it's first class. Like give it some time. Give it like 1.5 years. Were you expecting me to say months? Yeah. So obviously it's a work in progress. Okay, so let's settle down on our mats. You know that fear of falling, I think that is something which most of us, we are held back because of that. But what if we fall face first on the floor, which is why we get scared to transfer the weight forward. So in that case, just keep a cushion or something so that you actually don't hurt yourself, right? And just overcome that fear of falling. So yeah, even if you fall, that's okay. Life will still go on. Let's sit on the mat, cross-legged position, or any other comfortable position that works for you. Begin to close your eyes. Relax yourself completely. Allow the breath to relax. And congratulate yourself for finishing the practice. It doesn't matter what happened in the class. Just try to work towards it patiently and not get frustrated or discouraged. With every inhale, feel that your body is getting energized, rejuvenated. And with every exhale, let go of self-doubt, let go of tiredness. Relax your arms, the shoulders. Allow the palms to stay heavy on your knees. Say a big thank you to your arms and the shoulders and your wrists. And let's end the practice by chanting Gayatri Mantra. Take a deep breath in. Om Bhur Bhuvat Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's drop the palms together and place your palms on your eyes. Big breath in, big breath out. Once more, rub your palms. And this time, take your palms all over your body, starting from the crown of the head, neck, arms, back, your legs, and slowly bring your hands to the heart center. Open your eyes to smile. Thank you so much for practicing.